Welcome to the Big Brilla Podcast, proudly the biggest Mississippi Brilla FC podcast in the world. You know, as always, the Big Brilla Podcast is proudly brought to you by the Taylor Group of Keller Williams Realty. Both Scott and Amanda, they're from the Clinton area. They take pride in walking beside first-time home buyers, seasoned home buying veterans, and everything in between. Put the Taylor Group of Keller Williams to work for you. Call Scott at 601-460-4868 or email him at scott.taylor@kw.com or visit their website at thetaylorgroup.co. That's thetaylorgroup.co. My name is Robert Chapman, and the second match for the Mississippi Brilla FC's 2026 team is also their home opener for the Boys in Blue as they welcome the Little Rock Rangers to Robinson Hill Stadium on the campus of Mississippi College. You know, there's not much to say in terms of the previous performance when it comes to the Little Rock Rangers from this season. Saturday's match will be their first USL League II match of the season, but that doesn't mean that they haven't been getting ready for their first official matchup. Last week, they hosted a friendly against FC Bartlesville out of Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Tip of the cap, by the way, to FC Bartlesville, as their mission reminds me of a certain Mississippi football club out of Clinton that aims to connect the world with soccer and Jesus. Like I said, some good stuff right there. Anyway, the friendly ended with Little Rock winning 5-1, but they did concede the first goal. So coming back and winning a 5-1 match shows that they have it in them to grit their way back to a win if they need to, something that Brilla proved that they can also do earlier this week. With the two teams meeting, two of the teams that have a hunger to win, Brilla's home openers should be a lot of fun. They have enough goal scorers to spread the threat, something that Brilla's backline will need to pay attention to. They don't get phased when adversity hits them, and they can remain lethal until the final whistle. Last year, Brilla dropped both matches to Little Rock 1-0. So, just like with the LA Krewe, this year's squad is seeking to change the narrative from last year's narrative. Little Rock has a talented goalkeeper. I think it's Tomasz Wróblewski. He's back. He was the same one that was there last year, gave everybody fits. He'll give everybody fits this year. Midfielders, Nyasha Dubé, Carlos Beltran, not that Carlos Beltran, baseball fans, but he made himself just as important and lethal last year. You got former John Coca, who is returning for Coach Brunetti Francesco, who, by the way, spent his early years in Italy with a little club named Juventus before making a name for himself at the University of Evansville. So just saying, he knows what he's talking about, knows what he's doing. It's far too early in the season to really start talking about standings, but after last season, I'm not going to pass up an opportunity to say that as of today, Mississippi Brilla FC sits at the top of the table after defeating the Louisiana Krewe. Positions can and will shift after everyone has a game under their belts, but as of today, we will hold on to the bragging rights as long as we can. If you don't follow the Big Brilla Podcast on the socials, you missed my instant reaction to the match. And if you'd like to see that, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all at Big Brilla Pod. I went into a touch of detail there, but I'll echo what I said here. Juan Diego Corral, or Wandy as they call him, is a serious competitor. From the minute he arrived and introducing himself truly as a leader, he was here for business. I love it. It'll be interesting to see how he channels the energy of a home opener. You got Gonzalo Sabe. He is fast as lightning. He's a go-getter that doesn't know when to quit. He's fun to watch in training and in the live stream, so I can't wait to see what he looks like in person. We have a whole new crop of keepers on the roster this year. So Luca Baena, he was in the goal for the first match. We will see if he gets the nod for the second match. He was very impressive, I'll tell you that. He's got reach, he's got agility, and the acrobatics to make watching him a lot of fun. The home opener is slotted for 7 p.m. on Saturday at Robinson Hill Stadium, the new home of Mississippi Brilla FC soccer. I'm out of town this weekend for some much-needed rest with the family, so I won't be at the first match. My good friend Will Nations will handle the play-by-play this weekend, and he'll be along for the ride with us all summer, handling color commentary as well as giving us some insights on the podcast. I think we're going to call his segment From the Nations. I hope you see what I did there. Follow this podcast and on all the socials at Big Brilla Pod, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, at Big Brilla Pod, all that stuff. All right, it's time to sharpen the saw, sit back and relax for a long weekend, a little bit before we get back to the grind. So I'll see you down the road right here on the Big Brilla Podcast. Be sure to cheer for the boys in blue and up the Brilla.